Hey cuties, welcome back to my channel. Today I have another grocery haul. I think it's been a little while since I've had one. I used the last couple of weeks to just eat what we had in the fridge and the pantry and the freezer, but I definitely needed some basics. So that's what this is, a lot of restocking after the holiday. This is a grocery delivery service, and unfortunately 6 items were not in stock. That's really never happened, although I've noticed the last couple times it's been several items. I mean, I've been doing this for years, and this is the worst it's gotten. So I may start doing grocery shopping on my own. Not that it's a big deal. I think I've shared this before. I started doing it, I think because they had free shipping. And then I kind of just got used to it. And then it became the items, a lot of the items that I wanted were only available with the service. So it just has become a routine for me. I'm really happy because they have really good customer service. No questions asked. If you are not happy with something, they just refund you. So I'm really a little disappointed that I won't be doing it anymore, but we'll see. It might change. But also, a new grocery store went up very, very close to my house. So I kind of want to see if I can get used to some of the items in that store, just because it's so convenient. And it's an Aldi, which I know a lot of people love. I've just never shopped there consistent enough to know the products very well, but it's literally, I can walk to the store. So I really want to try to embrace some of that. I did get a few produce items when they first opened, which I was very happy with. And of course, the prices are really good. So you may be seeing some more Aldi hauls coming up on my channel. So I am going to go through each item. I'm going to tell you what I'm doing with each item, especially for dinner. I'm also going to share the amount of protein on some of the items. So let's get started. Let's start with produce. That's where I usually start. Not anything wonderful. I got some kale. I love kale. My favorite way to do it is, or to make it, is with sausage and onions and garlic sauteed. Oh, so good. So, so good. Hardly needs any seasoning because, of course, the sausage would have seasoning. Delicious. I also like it in salad, which I think is why I bought this head, but we'll see. I'll get a lot of uses out of this one head of curly kale. Over here, I just got 2 limes. I like to have these in the house. Like if I do avocado toast, I'll put a little lime juice in the avocado and spread it on some toast. Here I have 2 big potatoes. I'm going to be making some beef stew in my crock pot this week. Unfortunately, one of the items that was missing was the beef stew seasoning that I like to use. I know I can make my own for sure, but I happen to like, they're like the little envelopes, and they didn't have them in stock, so I will have to go to the grocery store and get that. I felt like getting some blueberries, and these were on sale, so I got some blueberries. This is a little bigger than I thought it was going to be, which I'm happy about. And just some mushrooms. I pretty much buy these every time. I do different things with them, saute them. Especially I like to serve them with pork, or I also cut them up in little bits and will put them in my quesadillas in the morning with my eggs. And then I have 2 zucchini. Buy these every single time. You just never know what you're going to get. These are tiny. And if you watched any of my previous grocery hauls, you know sometimes they're huge. But of course, they're not in season now, so this is fine. I also bought some frozen chopped spinach. I've been liking this in my omelets in the morning. It's been really good, and for various other things, but I will defrost this, squeeze out the water, keep it in the fridge for just a couple days, and I can just take some out when I need it for the omelets. So yeah, this has been really good lately. Last produce item are some kiwi. They're a little hard today, but I think they soften up a little bit over time. So yeah, I like kiwi. I like to cut it up and put it next to my breakfast, whether I'm having an omelet, quesadilla, whatever it might be. Okay, let's come over to the meat section. Of course, I got my ground turkey, the 93% lean. I love this one. It's my favorite, and I've mentioned before, I really just buy it every time I go shopping or every time I get a delivery. I like to have it in my fridge. I can make turkey meatloaf. I can add taco seasoning to it. I can add it to pasta sauce, all kinds of things. So I really like to get this every single time. This is something you don't normally see me buy. First of all, for this little tiny bag, it was quite pricey. This is pre-cooked chicken that are kind of sliced up. I don't think you can see it. Well, maybe you can on the picture. Yeah, so my husband won't be going to Costco anytime soon. He gets me the chicken bites or steak bites from Costco, which I love. I keep those in my freezer and they're perfect, but he won't be going anytime soon, so I needed to just get something to kind of fill in. So I thought I'd try these. I forgot to mention the protein on the ground turkey. It's 22 grams of protein for 4 ounces. So that's really, really good. And for the chicken strips, it's 20 grams of protein for 3 ounces. That's really good too. So we'll give it a try. It's probably not something I'm gonna buy very often just because it's so expensive and it's such a little package. What does it say? How many servings? 2.5 servings. Yeah, so I used to make my own pre-cooked chicken for my salads, but convenience is definitely, a factor. I could still do it. I just know I like the chicken bites from Costco, and they're individually kind of packaged. So you just pull it out, you know how many ounces it is. It's perfect. I pretty much always buy this also, the chicken thighs. I still have some chicken breasts in my freezer, so I didn't need any. But I like to do all kinds of things with this too. I like the taste of chicken thighs. I love the ones with the skin on and bone in, but these are just as good and a lot less calories and fat. So this is what I usually get. And let me flip it over and see what the protein is. It's 22 grams of protein for 4 ounces of chicken. My favorite way to make these is actually for my Greek meal that I like to make. I season it up with a lot of garlic, salt and pepper, oregano, and I just bake it in the oven. It's really, really delicious. I even make it kind of brown and it gives it even more flavor. So good. Next up is the stew meat for the beef stew that I'll be making. Unfortunately, the protein grams are not listed for this, but you can always look it up if you're interested. Next thing is some pork tenderloin, and there'll be 2 of them. These are kind of small, which is okay. It's really just my husband and I. But I will split these up and put one really well wrapped into the freezer. And these just cook quick. They have a lot of protein. They season up nicely. You can do them any way. I think I like the best, like a Southwest flavor with some chili powder and things. It's really delicious. And the leftovers are really good in the kale salad. This is another kind of backup for not having any of those chicken bites. So I keep these in the freezer just in case I kind of have a hankering for chicken nuggets, or I can put them over salad. They're perfect. They taste really, really good. They're not heavily breaded, very, very lightly breaded, as you can see. And it's 23 grams of protein for 4 ounces. Yeah, I mean, pretty good macros, 130 calories. And a 4-ounce portion is a pretty good size, so I like those. Next up are the chumps beef sticks. I really like these. This will be good for a snack plate that I like to make with some string cheese, some shrimp, all kinds of things. These have 10 grams of protein for 100 calories, and they taste really, really good. And I think they're grass-fed. Yeah, grass-fed and finished. They're just really, really tasty, and they're not bad for you. I got quite a bit of cheese. I was out of everything. We don't have any cheese in this house except for Parmesan, which is kind of unusual for us. But I just got the reduced fat sharp cheddar. I got the part skim mozzarella. I buy these all the time, especially for my quesadillas with my eggs in the morning. And then I did buy some Swiss cheese this time. I just felt like having it. I want to make some breakfast sandwiches. And I usually use the Velveeta, which honestly, it's not my favorite. It just melts really nice, but I thought it would be good to have some Swiss cheese. And this is the reduced fat. And I'll go over the protein for these items. And I've been liking this Polio string cheese. It's really low in calories, high in protein, and it tastes really good. This is another thing for like a snack plate, or just as a quick snack if you just want to eat one. They taste really good. Okay, so the reduced fat cheddar is 7 grams of protein for a quarter cup and 90 calories. That's really good. The mozzarella is 80 calories for a quarter of a cup and 6 grams of protein. And the string cheese is 60 calories per stick. And it is, what does that say? 66 grams of protein. And the Swiss cheese isn't bad either. It's 60 calories and 6 grams of protein. So I'm looking forward to that. I like to make some breakfast sandwiches once in a while. Oh, and I forgot to mention, one other thing that was missing was I like to buy the Canadian bacon, and that was missing too, so I'll have to go get some. Okay, this is some of the protein items that I got. I think you've seen these before. These are the Good Culture cottage cheese, the pineapple, and the strawberry. I think they're both the same macros. Yeah, 100 calories and 15 grams of protein. Yeah, same thing. 100 calories, 15 grams of protein. These are really delicious. I think I've shown this on What I Eat in a Day. The fruit's kind of at the bottom, and you just mix it through, and it's just a tasty little dessert or a snack. Yeah, and how many added sugars? I think there's 0. Yeah, 0 added sugar. I mean, it's not highly sweet, but it tastes really good. I like that. Then I just bought a small Faggi, non-fat Greek yogurt, plain. Again, Costco, I get the giant one from there, but my husband's not going for a while, so I just wanted to have one of these on hand. And what I like to do with this is a few things. I can add it to my smoothie a little bit. I can add some ranch seasoning and make a little dip. Yeah, it's just good to have on hand. This whole container is 80 calories. Flip it over so you guys can see that. 80 calories for the whole container and 16 grams of protein. Really, really good. I like the consistency of this one. I know some people like the Chobani. That's like a second favorite, but this one is the ones that's available at Costco. So I've gotten kind of used to this one. I wanted to try 2 new yogurts. I actually saw this on somebody else doing a grocery haul, and the cherry one just looks so good to me. I'm a little picky with my flavored yogurts, so I wasn't so sure about it, but she really raved about it. It only has 2 grams of sugar, 12 grams of protein, and 80 calories in this entire cup. So I'm going to give it a try. What are they actually calling it? I think it's black cherry, maybe? Yeah, black cherry. Just sounded really good. And they were on sale for $1. And also the coconut one looked really good to me. 2 grams of sugar, 12 grams of protein, and 80 calories for the entire container. And it's just the coconut flavor. So I really want to try that. And then just some light sour cream. I buy this just about every time I get a delivery. I mix this with some picante sauce for a dip for my breakfast quesadillas. I will add it to, of course, if we have fajitas or chili. I like the taste. I really can't tell the difference with regular, and we actually had regular recently, and I really couldn't tell the difference, honestly. I know you've seen these on my channel before. I like to have these on hand as a little protein after my workout. Each of these is 50 calories. This is the peaches and cream and the milk and cookies. Each of them is 50 calories and 10 grams of protein. And for 50 calories, not so bad. It doesn't kind of give you too many calories for the day, and it gives me a shot of protein, like I said, after my workout. And it kind of just depends on how many calories I have left for my day. whether I have this or one of these really high calorie ones. I know you guys have seen this on my channel before. These are delicious. I equate them to like the Nestle Quick strawberry drinks. They're so good. They have a ton of protein, 42 grams of protein, but they are very high in calories, at least in my opinion. 230 per container. So if I have enough calories for the day and I really need a lot of protein, I will have one of these after my workout, and they are delicious. I do only buy 2. They last a pretty long time in the refrigerator. These are actually not refrigerated until you open it, of course, but they just taste delicious. And it's a nice big shot of protein. Okay, just gonna swing over here to show you the English muffins that I like to buy. These are the 647 ones, and I'll show you why I like to buy them. They taste pretty good. They're not great, but pretty good. I've kind of gotten used to them, but they are 90 calories, not too bad for an English muffin, I think. And they have 5 grams of protein and 11 grams of fiber. So yeah, I don't eat these every day, maybe once a week, but I like that I can get a little extra protein with the Canadian bacon, the Swiss cheese, and an egg or an egg white. Perfect. And I just got a refill on my picante sauce. I really like this, like I mentioned. I mix it with the light sour cream as a dip for my breakfast quesadilla. And this is another new item. I've heard a lot of people talking about the Zevia. I know they're talking about the soda, but I'm not a huge soda drinker. I just started looking at it on the computer and I said, you know what? Maybe I'll try one. Well, they only had larger packs of them, and I just didn't want to invest in that if I wasn't going to like it. But then I saw this tea. It's zero sugar tea, which I think all Zevias are zero sugar. And it just looked really interesting, delicious. It's, of course, 0 calories. Yeah, 0 calories. So I'm going to give this a try. I do enjoy tea once in a while. Not a big diet tea drinker, but I want to just try it. My husband will probably drink if I don't like it, even though he drinks regular tea. But yeah, just thought I'd give it a try. Another staple item. Now, I don't always buy these at the regular store because, again, Costco has the big 2-pack that my husband gets for me, but I am completely out. I don't like to be out of these. I use them probably 4 days a week, and I put different filling in them, of course. Egg whites, different kinds of cheese. Yeah, so I can't be out of these. But these are 6 grams of protein for one, and they have 17 grams of fiber. And they taste good, and only 70 calories. But these are my most favorite. I hope they never do away with them. I know recently they changed the packaging up a little. Then I just got some Chobani creamer. Like I always mention, I don't drink coffee every day, but when I do, I like to just have 2 tablespoons of regular creamer. Then I bought just a small carton of egg whites. I actually have some in my fridge right now. And let's see if we can get that to focus a little better. Focus, come on. Well, anyway, for 3 tablespoons, it's 5 grams of protein for 25 calories. I usually use about 1/4 cup mixed with a regular egg. And I just happen to buy the Bob Evans, but I usually buy the store brand, which is a little bit cheaper. I think this was on sale too, actually. And then some cottage cheese. I know everyone loves the Good Culture. I can't always find it, but also I really like Daisy. I think it has a great flavor. I don't mind the texture of it compared to Good Culture. I think it's actually got a little tiny bit more liquid, which I like. So this is my favorite. And let's see what the protein is. So for 1/2 cup, it's 13 grams of protein and only 90 calories. And I do various things with this also. I do add it to the egg and egg whites when I make omelets or quesadillas. I add just a big heaping tablespoon in it. I've also added some, kind of mix-ins like cinnamon. some sweetener, and I eat it as like a little dessert or a snack. It's really good and very high in protein. I haven't gotten this in a while, but I just feel like having rice pudding. So I bought the no sugar added Cozy Shack. I don't know if you can get this in every part of the country, but we definitely can get it here in New York. And of course the real one, the regular one, is really good, but this is pretty good too. I just add some cinnamon to it. But let's see if there's any protein in it. Yeah, not bad. It's 4 proteins, 90 calories, and of course they're the little individual things. It's perfect. I add the cinnamon right in there. Add just a squirt of the fat-free Ready Whip, and I have a dessert with a little bit of protein. And then, of course, can't forget my favorite tzatziki. Let's see, I forget always if there's protein in this or not. So there's only 2 grams of protein for 2 tablespoons, but again, I just really love it. It's only 35 calories. It has such big flavor. You don't need more than 1 tablespoon. Really, really good. And then I've been craving a Caesar salad. My husband makes the best homemade Caesar dressing, but it's in no way really healthy or anything. So for me, just during the week for lunches and stuff, I wanted to try this Caesar. Looks interesting. He makes the more creamy one, I believe, with the anchovies, and it's really, really delicious. But I know that Ken's products are pretty good, so I'm gonna try it. Let's see what the macros are on that. 70 calories for 2 tablespoons, which isn't bad, and 1 gram of protein. And then you need croutons when you have a Caesar salad. These are just, I'm not going to say a splurge because I count I weigh these in grams. So what is it? 7 grams for 2 tablespoons. So I'll do 14. So it would be 60 calories. It only has 1 gram of protein, but it just gives me enough of that crunch. If I'm not having a big salad, I'll only do the 7 grams, but I just like to have these little croutons sometimes in my salad. And that's going to wrap up my grocery haul. Like I said, there was quite a few things missing. I think there were the peppers missing, which, you know, I like to buy the tricolor peppers and cut them up. But I will try to get some of those at Aldi with a cucumber, which was missing. Can't think of all the things, but there were definitely 6 items. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're not already subscribed, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video, and have a great day.